you know, so I was like just scrolling on this app and I seen some lady. She was a white lady. She was talking about how she and her family is very, very frugal. So she takes her time to only like poop in the toilet, and then she has a knife, a sponge soaked in vinegar, like white vinegar, and she used the knife to help, cut the poop in pieces as you're pooping on the toilet, and all the poop stays in the toilet until it's time for flush Fridays, which they flush all the poop in the toilet. And that's when they flush. And she says that doing this actually helps her save money. And I didn't even know that flushing the toilet like raised the bill up. I mean, like everybody gotta pay a water bill. But I didn't know that flushing, was like that. You know what I mean? But I was just thinking to myself, whew, excuse me. I was just thinking to myself, if it's that deep, why not go into the backyard and dig up a hole? I mean, a deep, deep hole. Like by the shade, by the tree. You know what I mean? Why won't you dig up a big hole in the yard? By the shade, by the tree, multiple leaves, and poop outside while the birds are while the birds are chirping, while the cicadas are clicking and clacking. Why? Like, why not do that? Why are we taking things to the extreme? Why are we being nasty? Why are we being funky? Why are we being smelly? Why? Can you give me an answer? People, can you give me an answer? And I'm using my outside voice kind of like I'm kind of whispering, kind of not, kind of like, hey, like, why can't we do that? That'd be a much better healing experience. Like, I love being in nature. Like, why, like, wait for flush Fridays and shop as you're crapping, And plus, you know, this whole post is TMI. But, it's not about me, it's about somebody else. But, like, hey, what if you do a big poop? That's a big ad, piece of shit in the toilet, chop it up, the thing's full to the max. Why not dig a hole in the backyard, a real, real deep hole in the backyard, and poop out there and only use the leaves to wipe yourself, put in the whole compost. And you can dig 3 holes. Everybody can have their toilet hole in the yard, in the backyard. If you own property, like, sometimes people that go that far, they own, property like they're homesteading. Good for you. Oh, you can do multiple holes. And then once that hole is filled to the max, put some dirt over it and start with another hole. And then hopefully, like, it'll disintegrate and, like, heal the earth or something like that. Like, why do this Flush Fridays thing and cut off your poop as you're pooping? You know what I mean? Like, why? What? Come on now. Ain't that economical? Like, ain't like my idea is much better than like pooping. Like you literally have a like you literally have a bucket with white vinegar by the toilet, waiting on Flush Friday to flush the toilet. And, I really want to say something. I don't want to go there all the way. I don't want to go there all the way. But wait, but let me just say it then. Let me just say it though. Like, being vegan and all, that shit gonna be big. So you have to, chop that thing up. And then, like, we're waiting on Flush Friday? That thing's about to overflow. Like, everybody's, you know, Waiting on Flush Friday? Can't be. And what about pooping in a bag? What about pooping in a like triple double bag? Your grocery bags and then poop up in there. Wipe yourself with a leaf, put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. No, but no, but seriously, since people are going there these days, like let's take it there. Like let's take it there. Oh my god. But like, come on now. Like, poop the triple bag, your grocery bag. Wipe yourself with a leaf, put it in the bag, tie it up, put it outside, wait for the garbage man to throw that stuff away. And do that. Do that. Like, do that. You got options. Hell, if you buy a lake, why not, like, poop over there by the lake where the water can just, like, make your poop travel, miles away and stuff. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Um, and another thing I just have to say really quickly. Flush Friday ain't gonna work if everybody got diarrhea. Like, it's just not. It's just. Flush Friday's not gonna work. Like, let's just be, you know, honest. Like, Flush Friday's not about to work if everybody got sick with a stomach bug. It's just not gonna work. You're not gonna be chopping nothing up. It's just gonna be, I don't know, the toilet gonna be overflowing. I'm so wrong for this. I'm not even wrong. Because look at y'all. Like, why are people doing Flush Fridays? This shouldn't even be a thing. It shouldn't even be a thing. And these are my solutions to the people that's living life like this. Dig holes. If you're already getting crafty and putting sponges, attaching sponges to sticks from outside, you can get a shovel and dig a hole. You can dig a deep hole so that you don't have to do no Flush Fridays, and you can just poop up in the hole, and then once it gets really bad, put some dirt on top of that. I don't know. Hell. And hey, plant a seed, plant like some oranges. It might just grow into something. Like, hey, crap is fertilizer. You know what I mean? And I know that's crazy, right? But like that's true. That's actually the truth. Like, pee and crap is fertilizer. So that's a much better idea than like sharing a sponge and attaching it to a stick from the outside and using that to wipe your butt. Oh, and she doesn't even believe in toilet paper. Yeah, so it's so much better to just dig a hole and use leaves out there. Thoughts and opinions, y'all? Like, share your thoughts and opinions. But come on now. Come on now.